So just popping out right now. Thank you everybody in the chat. We're watching the Colts up 13-7 right now. Their kicker stinks. He's missed an extra point and a field goal. And so people are telling me that there is a clause, a poison pill, so to speak, that was put into the contract between the Packers and Cowboys trade. So he has, for you Eagle fans out there, bloviating about how he's going to be a future Eagle, bro, you can give up that dream. You know what? I'm happy they did that. Just because I'm sick. I'll be real with you. You know what, Eagle fans, I love you guys and all that stuff, but god damn, you don't have to keep coming in every single day, every single conversation, every single video telling us how damn good you are, that you're the greatest thing ever, and so on. Okay, we get it. Let your play on the field do some of the talking for you, because you're too damn obnoxious. Show a little bit of humility? Maybe that's the word. I don't know. Anyway, Jerry Jones with the enemy, which is the Green Bay Packers, is trying to make sure our enemy doesn't become an even bigger enemy. So here's what we got. Micah Parsons insisted until the end that he was willing to stay with the Cowboys for life, but Cowboy fans might have noticed the All-Pro had an unusual relationship with the Philadelphia Eagles with his time in Dallas. Yeah, and I'm going to say the thing that pissed me off was when we got mollywopped by the Lions and he was unable to play. He was had did a podcast with Big Play Slay, and it's like, we just got our teeth kicked in. You couldn't be out there playing, and you got the enemy here. You know, when we're watching, it's like, what are we doing here? While Parsons stayed loyal to the Cowboys, he remained friendly with the Eagles, even as he played for a franchise that was supposed to despise the NFC East rival. I despise them. I can't stand them. Parsons grew up in Pennsylvania, in Harrisburg, and viewed them as his hometown team. That tune changed publicly in 24, and Parsons saying, F the Eagles. I hate them now. After he requested a trade, however, one report claimed the Eagles were one of Parsons' two preferred destinations along with the Green Bay Packers. When the Cowboys traded Parsons to Green Bay, they found a creative way to ensure he doesn't find his way to his preferred destination. Here's what you need to know about the poison pill in the Parsons blockbuster trade. So we're getting to the explanation here. The Cowboys included a speculation in August Parsons trade that requires the Packers to give them their 28th first-round pick if the former All-Pro is traded to an NFC East team. Wow. The poison pill effectively prevents the Packers from dealing Parsons to the Eagles, the Giants, or Washington over the next 3 years. Though the Eagles are obviously targets behind the speculation after Philadelphia attempted to trade Parsons before the season. The Packers included the poison pill of their own, including a clause that would force the Cowboys to give up their 28th first-round pick if Kenny Clark is traded to an NFC North team. Oh, so we're getting cute between, you're going to do, we want the same thing. We want the same thing. Okay. Parsons has been friendly with the Eagles during his time, but revealed his rookie season that he had no interest in playing Philly when the draft came around 21. Bro, I don't want to ever play at home, Parsons said, recounting his thoughts process leading up to the draft. So along the way, the sentiment might have changed a bit. The Eagles were Parsons' two preferred destinations after he requested a trade out of Dallas. And we do know that Howie made some calls about trying to get Micah Parsons. A poison pill is a clause. Let's see. What is a poison pill? They're defining it here. This is from NFL.com. A poison pill is a clause in a contract that prevents or at least makes it more difficult for a team to perform some kind of action. In this case, the poison pill effectively prevents the Packers from dealing Parsons to the Eagles by making the cost just too high for a move to be realistic. Poison pills are common in the NBA with restricted free agents and can sign offer sheets with other teams, but gives their former team a chance to match the offer. Teams will often structure their offer sheets to make it difficult as possible for a competing team. So, there you have it. What do y'all think? Cowboys, were they just being petty? Or were they trying to cover their ass? Jerry is so scared. All right, Drake London with the TD. And all of a sudden, after all of the Daniel Jones magic, the Falcons are in the lead, partially because the Colts kicker stinks. I missed the touchdown drive, but I wanted to make sure I got that straight. Jerry couldn't explicitly say you can't trade him to. He did. Daniel Sand, he literally did. By putting that in there that they'd have to give up a first round pick to trade him. Of course, nobody, Money Son, you're damn right he was scared. He doesn't want to face that guy twice a year. Where they all of a sudden they trade for him and then they trade him, to his enemy. Basically make it like a 1-year rental. But with his contract, the Eagles can't trade for him. He's too expensive. Money Sign, why is Jerry scared? He's not about football. He's about to sell. Truer words ain't been spoken there. He said the NFC East. Yeah, well, you don't want him to go to Washington or to the Giants either. You just don't want to have to face him twice a year. Although, we faced him against the Green Bay Packers this year, and at least we got a tie. He didn't destroy Dak or anything. Cowboys are scared of the Eagles. I don't think they're scared of them. I'm sorry. I don't see them scared of them. I don't know that that's scared, but I'd say it's covering your back. I don't think he's was laying awake at night worrying that, oh my God, what if Green Bay trades him to him and he's going to come back and he's going to take all my money? That's scared. I think he's looking at it and saying, I don't want to see the guy twice a year. Although, if you're talking about drama and that was your whole game, you really should have traded him to the Eagles. That would have been the smarter move if it was only about we want people to talk about us and don't care. How we will revisit the Myles Garrett situation in the offseason. Well, the question with Myles Garrett, though, is with that new contract, it may end up being that there's too much guaranteed money. See, here's the problem. When you do a contract that's that big, it's hard to trade a guy at that point, down the road. If we, here's the problem is if they trade him after the season, they still have $102 million dead dollars on there. You couldn't really trade him. If you end up wanting to trade him, it would be after the 27th season, where you won't take that big dead hit. That would be my thought. See, and that's the problem when you have a new contract that's big, and what problem we're going to have as far as like Deron Bland. You have too much guaranteed money that's still left on it that it's going to, you got to pay, basically, you have to pay the guaranteed money. So if we look at, let me just look at trade post June 1st. Actually, I'm wrong on that one. Okay. If you traded him, after the end of the season, it's actually $60 million of dead money after this year, if that's a pre-June 1st trade. The following year, it would be a 41, which, as I said, the 27, it would only be a 25 million hit. So that's not, they're not going to trade him there. It's going to be too much. Guess your record for next season, Mark. Well, I tell you what.